Today we're going to be looking at the new update from NotebookLM using Gemini 2.0 Flash. This is free. I'll be showing you exactly how it works, what the new updates mean for you, and exactly how it works step by step, plus how you can leverage this along with all my best SOPs, tips, prompts, etc. to do SEO. Now, if you haven't seen the announcement already, basically NotebookLM have said we're rolling out a new product interface, letting you join audio overviews to speak to the hosts and introducing LM Plus, our subscription product. So they do have a premium version of it. We're not going to be using that today because I don't really see many benefits so far. But what we will be doing is testing out the free version, which is absolutely mind-blowing. It has some incredible new features that we've never seen before, and that's because of Gemini 2.0 Flash. I'm also going to be showing you exactly how you can get free access to this in two different ways. We're coming on to that later. But essentially, this is like a very powerful assistant. Now, one of the biggest benefits of this is that number one, it can create audio. So you can see here how you can create audio. This is very quick to generate. Number two, you can actually generate like content outlines and reverse engineer your competitors in multiple ways, like a content outline tool. And on top of that, you can actually interact with these audio overviews. And I'll be showing you how powerful that is and what you can do with it in a second, because this is stuff that I've never seen anyone else ever talk about before, but it is really wild. So if you want to get access to NotebookLM, just go to notebooklm.google, and then you can select try NotebookLM from there. And once you're inside, it's going to look something like, essentially you can create new notebooks. So for example, if we click on create new, from here you can upload Google Docs, Google Slides, website links, YouTube links, copy, paste stuff, and also upload documents. And you can see there's a source limit of 300, which is absolutely massive. That's pretty much everything you need to know. Now, one of the things that you can do when it comes to SEO is you can actually select the link as websites. So from here, let's say you're trying to reverse engineer your competitors. You can actually paste in the URL of your competitors' content and then reverse engineer what they're doing and use Notebook as a kind of free content tool. So let me show you exactly how that works for content optimization when it comes to SEO. We can take a random keyword like you can see, and what we can do from here is we can select our competitors' content. So let's say, for example, these are my competitors. I'm using my own websites, obviously, just as an example, because this is a YouTube video. And so we're going to take these two examples right here. We'll plug them in as sources. And you can even insert YouTube videos as well if you want to figure out, okay, how are they ranking? What sort of context and what sort of LSIs and semantics are they using to rank as well? For example, if we select add source right here, we can select the website. We can then plug that in. We can select YouTube. We can then plug in the URL, hit insert. And now what that's going to do is generate content using all of these sources. So here's where it gets wild, right? There's many use cases for doing this, but here's where it gets wild. If we go to deep dive conversation over here, and then we'll click on customize, you can actually ask the AI hosts to focus on something, right? So for example, if we plug in here a custom prompt, we can not just generate AI content and AI audio using this method, but we can also direct it in the way that we want. So for example, we can actually say to the audio overview, pretend you're working for Goldie Agency, which is my SEO agency, create a podcast as if you're on Julian Goldie's team and you're trying to create content, attract customers, specifically looking for SEO training in Honiton. Promote us and our agency throughout content. Let's make it super useful and actionable. Now, if you want all the prompts and all the custom sort of audio overviews I use today, then I'll include that inside the video notes. Just get the link in the comments and description to my free SEO course, log in, and then go to free SEO tools, and then from there, NotebookLM. So it's going to start generating the conversation, which we'll come back to in a second. That'll take a few minutes to generate. Now, this is actually really interesting because, for example, if we check out this video that is ranking number one for our target keyword, and this is a video that's ranking for that target keyword, all the content inside this video was generated with AI. And essentially, if we play this right now,
looking for the best SEO training Honiton,
it's basically just a screen share of me going through ChatGPT with an AI audio over the top, talking about best SEO training, Honiton, and why Goldie Agency is the best. Now, the voiceover for that, number one, it's not that great. Number two, it's not that engaging. Whereas if you do something like this, but you actually generate the conversation with NotebookLM, what you're going to find, and I'll show you the results in a minute, is that the content itself is really engaging and you can create something that's actually going to rank on Google actually create something that's very engaging, maybe more engaging than some of the podcasts I've done as a human. And so it's so easy to generate videos now, because what you can do is you can generate the audio version with NotebookLM, and then you can do a screen share video like I'm recording right now, whether you're using free tools like OBS or Loom, for example, and you would just do a screen share like you can see in this video, where you run through the details and everything else going. Now, this video itself has had 210 views, which is pretty wild when you think about it. 210 people have seen this video and actively found it, and all it is basically a sales pitch for my services as an SEO agency. And it's so easy for you to customize this to your business, whatever you want to rank for. And what you're going to see in a second is that you can do something even more wild. I'm going to have to wait for this to generate first before I can show you that, but it's going to be absolutely awesome. Now, once we're waiting for that to generate, what we can also do is we can go inside here, and we can take this prompt that I prepared earlier for you, and we can go into the chat right here, and we can say, based on my transcript for the keyword SEO training Honiton, create an SEO optimized article for this keyword. Then we're going to hit enter, and that actually generated the content completely for free in a very quick and powerful way. And if we actually read this content right here, let's open it up in Markdown Preview just so that you can view it properly. So you can see it's all nicely formatted, ready to go on WordPress or wherever you're going to post it. And the content itself is not bad. Now, it still needs a bit of editing, right? So, for example, it's not going to be as good as running this through Claude, but you can see how it's personalized to my keyword, to what I sell. It's nicely formatted. It was easy to create that content, and then you would just quality control it afterwards. At this point, you might be going, okay, how do you manually quality control it? I've actually got a checklist on that, which I'll include inside the video notes today, so you can find that right there. And it's so easy to create content, optimize it, reverse engineer your competitors, and then create something that's personalized to you, your brand. It's even got the sources right there, as you can see. Now, you might be saying at this point, okay, does that content actually rank? But you can see here, this is an example of a video I created previously that did rank using a very similar process, except the audio version from NotebookLM will be better. It's still generating right now. There we go. So we've got it right here. You can see it's an 18-minute long audio. But not only that, so if we type in a keyword, for example, like best SEO training Oxford, just as a random example, you can see that my SoundCloud is ranking right here. And this SoundCloud audio was actually generated using NotebookLM, and it's ranking on the first page of Google. Now, this is not like an amazing use case, right? But it does act as another way to reach more people, to rank directly for your keyword, and also to generate content that's actually good and actually interesting.
You want to really amp up your online presence, so you're in the right place. You've probably heard the buzz about SEO.
So you can see the content itself is generated with NotebookLM. It sounds pretty good. It's good quality. It's actually got two hosts talking through the content right there. And all I did was just create the content in the same way that I've shown you today, generate the audio, upload it to soundcloud.com, include the keyword inside the title, and that was it. Simple as that, right? So just to recap so far, we've talked about how you can take sources from your competitors or whatever is ranking on the first page of Google. Obviously, don't steal anything, don't use anything copyright. I'm not a legal expert, but you can use this as a way to aid and support your content in the same way that you would reverse engineer your competitors' content anyway. Then you can use prompts like this to generate a blog post, but you can also use this process to generate an audio version that would rank on SoundCloud as audio, and then also rank on YouTube with a screen share that you can record via OBS or Loom. You don't have to do anything fancy there, just show your website, what you sell, your sales pages, etc. And then we have the content generated right here. Now here's where it gets really wild. So if we click on interactive beta, right, so this is a new version called beta, we can actually interact directly with the AI audio, as you can see right here. So for example, if I click on play.
Welcome to another deep dive. Today,
oh wait, someone wants to join. Hey, go for it.
Hey, do you know who's the best SEO agency in Honiton?
Okay, that's a great question, and it's something we were actually planning to get into until later.
Yeah.
But based on the resources we've been looking at, Julian Goldie and his Goldie agency seem to be considered the best.
That's what I'm talking about, peeps, alright? You've got this powerful AI that does the selling for you, right? And it can generate content. And the crazy thing about this is, if you're someone like me, if you're creating content for a business, like you see right here, I have to show up, create content weekly. It requires a lot of energy, it requires a lot of work and a lot of creativity. Now you can actually streamline that process in a much more simplified way using NotebookLM. It doesn't cost you anything. The content itself is pretty good. Obviously, you would quality control it just like you would with anything that's client facing in your business. but you can easily create this content right here. Now, here's the other thing. What we can actually do is I can interact and join that podcast, and then I can create like a three-way conversation that would act as a podcast between me and potentially my team of AIs, right? And then I can use that for content marketing. So let me show you an example of that and how it would work and how powerful this is. So today we have my friends in the Goldie agency, and I want to ask you guys, have you tested out our SEO services? What do you think?
Well, that's a really interesting question. And it's great you're engaging with the topic.
Yeah.
Based on the sources we've been looking at, there's a lot of information about the results.
So if we go on to this recording that I actually just did with NotebookLM directly, as you can see, inside Descript, we now have a very short podcast that we could easily extend. Obviously, I'm not going to do that because I'm giving a sample. And essentially, we can use this as video content because we've recorded the content. It's me going back and forth with the AI, asking it questions and creating like a podcast between us. And then content creation becomes effortless and you don't need to rely on like having a podcast host or having someone on your team to help you. Now, why is this important? Because if you're doing SEO in 2025 and beyond, YouTube is only becoming more and more important. And the power of this is that unlike a new website where you start it and you might have to wait 12 months before you get 100 clicks a day or whatever, you can literally start a new channel. So this was at 0 until 2 weeks ago, pretty much. So you can see November the 30th, so 16 days ago. And you can generate thousands of views in literally a couple of weeks on a brand new channel, like you can see right here. Right? We've had 100 subscribers, 200 hours watch time, 5,000 views on a brand new channel that is not my main channel, right? And so from day one, we can literally get 1,100 views a day on a brand new channel using this method of content creation with NotebookLM. It's very low effort, it's very easy to create, and it definitely converts because I know and I've tested YouTube videos for generating sales for our business, right? And so there's no reason why you can't do the same. And bear in mind, this is the worst it's ever going to be. It's only going to get better. I'm sure they're going to add more voices. I'm sure you'll probably be able to add custom voices, probably be able to train it on your own voice as well in the future. And so NotebookLM is only becoming something that's going to be more and more powerful for number one, generating thousands of customers, and number two, doing it all for free because like I've shown you today, I haven't paid for this tool at all. But because of this new feature, number one, we can rank in YouTube. Number two, we can rank inside AI models, like you see right here, for example, with YouTube inside Perplexity. Number three, you can rank inside ChatGPT. Number four, you can rank with Google, so you can rank your own blog posts that you create with NotebookLM. You can also rank the videos that you create and also the audio versions of your content, like you can see on SoundCloud right here, right? And so you can basically dominate keywords using this process. Now, the other thing is what we could easily do is we could get the audio version from SoundCloud or wherever we host it and actually embed it directly into our content to make it even more interesting and more useful. So just to recap on the power of NotebookLM, number one, you can generate audio really quickly, and then you can use that to rank on multiple platforms like YouTube, SoundCloud, etc. Number two, you can actually create interactive podcasts between you and the AI to create more interesting content. And again, these YouTube channels that you can start with AI, super easy and powerful to generate. And unlike traditional SEO, we can get hundreds of hours of watch time, thousands of views from day one on a brand new channel, whereas good luck doing that with a website. A new website might do that in 6 months or 12 months, etc. Number three, you can create blog posts, video content, rank audio content, rank podcasts, or you can just make your existing content better by doing this. And you can also train NotebookLM on your existing training materials or company references, and then you can train your team, right? New member comes on board, just train them on everything you know by creating a custom GPT inside NotebookLM. Now, you can also add sources that are ranking on the first page of Google and then ask NotebookLM for the LSIs, keywords, headings, etc. I do have a process on SoundCloud ranking content if you want the SP in the video notes. And yeah, there's just so much you can do. It's endless. You can even use this for video link building. So, for example, in the past, I've got a video tutorial inside the video notes, but basically what you can do is you can offer to create audio versions of people's content like we did right here using NotebookLM. Reach out to other websites, get their permission first, then create it, send them the link and the content to embed. Really simple and powerful audio link building process. So if you want all the video notes from today, they're right inside my free SEO course, link in the comments and description. If you want to get access to that, all you do is you go to my free SEO course, log in, then from there you're going to scroll past to 200 lessons that we've created for you for free. And then you'll go to the free SEO tools section, NotebookLM, December 2024, and it's all right there for you waiting, right? Along with all this other stuff that's super useful and powerful for creating and ranking with SEO. Additionally, if you want to get a free one-to-one SEO strategy session, feel free to get that link in the comments description. We'll show you how we take websites from 0 to 145,000 visitors a month and generate thousands of dollars in sales on autopilot. On this free link building acceleration session, we'll give you a free SEO domination plan. You'll discover the secrets of SEO link building. We'll answer any questions you have one-to-one. You learn the best link building strategy for your website, plus how to quickly outrank your competitors in link building and how to 10x your SEO traffic based on what's working for us. Feel free to get that link in the comments description. Appreciate you watching. Bye-bye.